welcome back to the channel. Got some stuff going on. Had an epic adventure up to Vermont with the fellas. Absolutely kick-ass. Some of the most incredible bando footage I think I've ever gotten. Some of the sketchiest, craziest gaps to shoot with the chance of zero recovery or falling through the floor if it happened to. I've got my vlog from the GoPro up on the editor. Starting to work on that. Just gonna let it sit and kind of prime itself all happy like. Having fun with the 3D printer. Trying to print. Saw something cool for the GoPro. It's basically a roundish, stubby looking, you can see the container size. It holds 3 GoPro batteries, and it's got a screw on top, so it actually creates the threads and all of that. I wanted something I could take with me other than just a plastic thing I can throw my batteries in. This actually will secure and seal. This has been a love-hate with this print. I tried it in green twice. It failed overnight last night. I started the print before our adventure and it failed almost in the same exact spot. And I'm guessing due to the temp was not up, and I think when this thing back and forth too fast, if the temp's not up, it kind of locks it. So the little driver gear that's in there that's biting onto the filament will skip past, basically taking the teeth off of the filament that it's created by biting into it. So it's still printing and it's still turning, but the filament wasn't moving. So I raised the temperature up and slowed down the speed, and I can already tell that it's printing way better. Again, completely different filament. This is that glow-in-the-dark, blacklight, conducive sun, and this is also PLA Plus, which is a little bit stronger, and the temps it wants are a little bit higher, which is conveniently right there, which is really cool. Printing speed. So, as you can see, it's printing really clean. It's sticking to the board way better than one of the other prints. So the problem was lifting, meaning it's cooling too fast. So I made sure the doors are much more closed in here so there's no draft. And my bed temp, again, it's all in Celsius. So it's 65 degrees Celsius instead of between 55 and 60. And it's sticking way better. I've got zero lift on here at all. And that is printing super clean. I have some of the many fails. Actually, I got a couple. Give me a sec here. Very disappointing because I was hoping to wake up this morning with this almost done, and then when we come back from our trip. Alright, so. Oh, there's the. Where is it? Alright, so I only got. Can't find the other one. So here's the bottom. So it's about an hour and a half behind. Not too shabby, but it was peeling up right here, and it didn't print as clean, so it didn't adhere versus the other one, as you can see. That's how it's gonna be. So it definitely printed completely different. Here's one of the tops. Not bad. Could be worse, could be better. The little ribs it's creating are really cool. And again, they got to be cleaned up a little bit. But again, I wasn't really satisfied with how this looks. It doesn't look like that on the other one. It's completely different, way better. You can see that the texture here was phenomenal, and it's the way it printed it onto there. I was questioning that because it starts here and then works its way around. This came out good. This was nice and kick-ass. I love the texture difference. This would have been the top, basically the same thing. So this didn't have any issues other than a little bit of peel up right there. So you live and you learn. This stuff is incredibly strong. I cannot get over. I'm trying to snap this and it's just not going to happen. But I like the bite that these things have. So this thing will be kick-ass when it finishes. Part of the fun process. Yeah, I can get pissed off, but you live and you learn, and I enjoy the learning process. And then when it completes, or you get a really good print, Then, you know, I write down all of my information that I used on it for next time. And there's a feeling of satisfaction when you're able to complete. I got some kick-ass freestyle, my kind of freestyle, so I should say. I want to call it contemporary FPV. It's a mix of freestyle and cinematic style. My style is completely different. It's just very flowy, not hardcore flipping and rolling. And I was extremely nervous trying to fly into this bando building thing with the open prop quad. Flying analog. Been a while since I've done freestyle stuff, but for me, I am proud. I had fun. I think you guys will enjoy the edit. It'll be my style, not like anybody else's. And I own it and I love it. Effin chet had an absolute blast. We parked ourselves inside. We did inside flight. We chased each other, so to speak, or did follow the leader, and we took turns and shot some incredible gaps. Got some great footage all together, and I'm really proud of Chet. Chet took some awesome chances today. There was a hole, like I'm gonna call it an escape hatch, on one of the very top towers on this thing, and he flies out over it. He pans down, sees it, and then drops through it, and then out the window. Absolutely incredible. He loves the Avata. It is a great tool for the exploring X's and explicit that we do, that I've got them hooked on, and having a lot of fun. So this was a great adventure, and I look forward to the next one. Got a couple other things on our list and places we want to go, and we'll start tackling those soon. And then fall foliage is coming out. I don't do challenges necessarily anymore because of participation. It's tough. But everyone seems to love doing the fall foliage thing, so I'm going to keep that tradition. And I got a cool prize I'd like to give out this year, assuming people participate, but we'll see. I look forward to it. It's going to be fun. I'm burnt out. I'm tired. A lot of walking. The adrenaline rush when you are flying in crazy places, even if it's slow. Taking those chances through the gaps, going through the rubble. I posted a couple pictures, but it didn't show the devastation that this building had suffered from a fire, and twisted metal and all these broken beams and air conditioning units, all this crazy shit that we were just together wiggling through. Shane, a ghost of FPV, freaking craziest line. I actually didn't follow him. He ducks down and then tucks underneath some kind of roofing, and then I'm like, I'm going around and then cut this even skinnier gap like a knucklehead. But all on video, all caught, and it's going to be neat to see all three perspectives. I got a cut of that little adventure that we took from my point of view. Effin chet's footage that we reviewed and checked out, he was on the back for a while, so he saw both of us, the other two, flying around. And then I got perspective of it, Shane, so it'll be cool, and I'd like to see and look forward to the interpretation and how they edit those. So that is where I'm at. I need to go get some coffee so I can stay up for a little while. I don't have a watch to tell you what time it is, but awesome. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate everybody. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.